Okay, this is how you set up the settings and organizations page for IncomeDx. Click on settings, and here it's going to ask you whether you have an S Corp or you're a sole proprietor. You can fill out both if you want to, but if you have this set up, you would click as your current structure or click sole proprietor as your current structure. Starting with the S Corp, if you have an S Corp, you know what your gross salary is because you assign this to yourself. Your net salary is what you take home every month. Here it's asking you what your budget is. So this is not for your business, but this is for your personal budget. So your mortgage, your car payment, going out to dinner, going on vacation. And let's say that your monthly budget's $12,000 a month. I'm just making up numbers. If you know your tax rate, you'd enter it here. Your filing status, because this affects your standard deduction. Your estimated business expenses, so $1,500, let's say, and your estimated income adjustments. This is your personal income adjustments, if you know those. And then what it's going to do is it's going to calculate how much money you need to make in gross revenue every month. So if you are receiving 1099 income that's going to your S Corp, you know now how many hours you need to work based on how much you make it per hour to get to that number. If you want to see the calculation, you can see the calculation there. And you would save your S Corp settings. If you are a sole proprietor, same logic, your federal tax rate. If you don't know it, there's a link, but I just left it at 30. Your filing status, and then your monthly financial target. What are your business expenses? So let's say they're $2,000 a month, and your tax deductions, your personal above the line deductions, let's say it's $500 a month, and you need $12,000 a month to live. That's how much you need to make. So that number is a little bit higher than that number because it's incorporating self-employment tax and payroll tax considerations. So it's going to be a little bit higher. If you want to see the calculation, you can. And down here is additional income. So there are a few people that have both, right? That I'm W-2 plus I do 1099 work, and my W-2 job, they pay me $5,000 a month. Well, income source name, we'll just call it a job. And they pay me $5,000 a month, recurring. You can add it, and it will reduce the amount of 1099 income you need because this is your sort of sure thing. And you could save that setting. At the bottom of the settings page, it has the different states and their income tax rates just as a reference. In your organizations page, this is where you keep track of all of your organizations. So if you had, I have some down here, Hospital A and B. These are just made up hospitals. But if we said Hospital C, and they pay $2.25 an hour in the day, and they pay $2.35 an hour at night, and they're in Arizona. Their shifts are 9 hours long, and it is 20 miles from your house. You would add that organization, and it will keep track of it for you. If you're only at a place every so often, or you just had 3 months there or whatever, you can make it inactive, or you can make it active. So this keeps track of your mileage because it's going to calculate a mileage deduction for you. It keeps track of your shift length because when you enter your pay for that place, it calculates how many times you must have driven there in order to make that amount of money. And therefore, it will be able to build in a mileage deduction automatically into your calculations. But that is the settings and organizations portion of IncomeDx.